2 men convicted for murder of vendor during armed robbery. Justice has been served for Troy Romaglio, a cheese and sausage vendor who was brutally murdered at Border Market in Georgetown in 2018. On Friday, a jury delivered unanimous guilty verdicts against Akeem Morris, known as Dig Out, and Roy Sandiford for murder in furtherance of a robbery, following nearly 5 hours of deliberation. The courtroom was filled with tension as the verdict was read, with family members of the deceased visibly emotional. This conviction concluded a trial marked by intense arguments from both the prosecution and the defense, alongside shocking revelations regarding the events of that fateful night. On August 15, 2018, around 11:05 p.m., Romaglio was wrapping up his sales at Border Market when he was attacked. Witnesses reported that Sandiford, armed with a firearm, approached Romaglio's stall and ordered him not to move. Without hesitation, he fired a shot that struck Romaglio in the chest, causing him to collapse immediately. As Romaglio lay bleeding, Morris allegedly rushed over to remove the vendor's jewelry before fleeing the scene with Sandiford and their accomplice, Nia John. The group escaped in a getaway car driven by George Payton, which had been parked nearby. A post-mortem examination confirmed that Romaglio died from hemorrhage and shock caused by a single gunshot wound to the chest. The bullet had entered near the left side of his chest, damaging both lungs before lodging between his ribs. Following the murder, an aggressive police investigation led to the quick arrest of the suspects. Morris was apprehended on August 26, 2018, and subsequently identified in an identification parade. Sandiford was taken into custody days later, on September 1, 2018, and also identified in a police lineup. During the trial, which commenced on January 22, 2025, the prosecution, led by State Counsel Christopher Belfield and Muntaz Ali, presented surveillance footage showing Morris and Sandiford approaching Romaglio's stall and fleeing shortly after the attack. Witness testimonies further supported the prosecution's case. The defense attempted to undermine the prosecution's evidence. Morris, represented by attorney Kishwana Jefford, argued that the identification parade was unfair and claimed he had been home with his 1-year-old daughter during the murder. Sandiford's attorney, Dexter Todd, similarly challenged the identification process and presented alibi witnesses who claimed he was elsewhere during the incident. However, these witnesses struggled to recall details and had not previously reported their information to the police, raising doubts about their credibility. Ultimately, the jury found both Morris and Sandiford guilty. They now await sentencing, scheduled for March 5, 2025, where they could face severe penalties under the law.